Joining me right now is Rilley Dutro. He is a proud Hawaiian and also PXC Flyweight Champion. You can catch him on the next season of Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender series. What's going on, Rilley?
All is good up in the hood, man. We out here in Maui. We grinding. We getting ready for our opportunity, and yeah, life's good, man. Not a care in the world, man. Just blessed.
I want to go back. I know you have a wrestling background, but how did you get into MMA?
Growing up as a child, I was just like into martial arts. Bruce Lee, Ninja. I just always was into martial arts. Started freestyle wrestling back in third grade. So that's kind of where I got that base from, and wrestled up until like sophomore year. Was always a smaller guy. I would win matches, I'd lose matches. And I always told myself, man, if I was able to, kick, punch, knee, elbow, I'd have beat that guy up. And, little after high school, after I graduated in 05, it started kind of like just training with a buddy in his brother's garage. And, he'd bring in guys from like the skate park, and he'd make me spar all these guys. And I do pretty good. So from there, carried on. I found myself in a smaller like jiu-jitsu gym, and then from there they brought me to a boxing gym, and then I had my first smoker match, and then after that it was just like the fight started rolling. I think like 2 weeks later I took a pro fight. I really didn't have an amateur career, went straight into the pros. They offered me some money, not knowing that I couldn't go back. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of like how I got started in MMA. Just being the smaller kid wrestling that was underweight, and just knew that if he could strike, that he'd win the battle.
Yeah, when you took your first pro fight, did you want to go back after you took the fight?
Well, I mean, I mean, not really, because I mean I wouldn't get paid, but a little, just so I could have, gotten a little more experience before, getting all, like these bigger fights. But at the same time, like a lot of my early professional fights, they're like, they all went the distance. So like, in a sense, that was kind of like my amateur career, because, I built a lot of ring experience. I had a lot of decision wins, and for me, that was like, I guess, I was fighting professionally, but that was like getting my, my amateur career in, getting those rounds under my belt. But yeah, I mean, had I had some guidance, I probably would have went a different route. But hey, everything, plays out for a reason. And man, I'm stoked to be where I'm at today,
For sure. It's like on the job training.
Exactly. And that's where I shine the best, man. I'm an open guy. I like to, I take people's opinions into consideration, but at the same time, like, yeah, I like to get hands-on, man. So that's how I learn best.
When you were 26 years old, you quit your job. You decided to dedicate your life to MMA. Was it a tough decision? How did the people react around you when you did this?
Yeah, it's kind of, I was kind of half in to what I was doing, and the people around me, like, that really supported me, they always were on me like, it's either you gotta be all in, or just be done with what you're doing. And yeah, the people around me really support me, and I decided, like, man, I've been at this for some years, like, I'm pretty much invested. There's no turning back now, wasting my time, wasting all of their time. So yeah, I just, I had to make a change and commit myself if I wanted to, take it to the next level. But yeah, I had always had the support, man, like from coaches, from family, from friends. Everybody always believed that I could, be great. And, I always believed too. I had to just commit myself, and lo and behold, after, I committed myself, I'm slowly making my way to where I want to be.
I read that you consider yourself the dark horse of Hawaii. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, man. I've been grinding for years now, you know, since like '09, and you know, some other guys get, you know, the publicity, you know, they get the backing, they get shots, they get recognition, and like for some reason I'm always getting shine, man. But at the same time, like I said, I'm always in the dark working hard, and I always knew that in due time that my time would come, and that my journey was different than others, and when I arrived at the big show, that I would be ready to shine and dominate, not just be in there to be in there, but be in there to dominate and you know, put on exciting fights and get big finishes, and people would remember my name. But yeah, I mean, yeah, just the dark horse thing is just like just getting shine, man. Like not getting too much recognition from anybody on even what I'm doing. Like I won a world title out for PXC, and there was no recognition. I think I'm the first guy to win a world title here on the island of Maui, you know, and like it's a big deal, but no love, man. But it's all good because people gonna know sooner than later.
For sure, it fuels the fire, man. You got to have that.
Yeah, man. It just makes me, you know, want to grind harder. It makes me want, you know, want to prove all these people like wrong, man. Everybody's like, oh, you gotta move off this island. It can't be done here. And I'm like, just watch, man. I found what, you know, it's trial and error, man. I've been at this for a while. I found what works. I surrounded myself around the right people. I got a good, consistent system, and I'm working hard, man. I'm training, you know, 6 days, 7 days a week sometimes, and three to 5 times a day. Like I live this, man. Like this is what I do, and you know, I'm just blessed to be where I'm at right now, and to have all the support, you know, from the people that really matter. You know, like it doesn't really matter about, you know, number of Instagram followers I got. I mean, it would be nice to have more followers, but I know the true support around me, and that's all that matters. You know, everybody's gonna know once I'm shining, once I'm up, you know, where I want to be.
Yeah, you definitely going to have a big platform coming up. Now, you've been on the grind for a while. You know, if people know you, they know you. But say if fans don't know you, which fight would you recommend them to watch before you step into that Contender's cage?
Shoot, man, I've been ripping up guys this last couple, man. But I like the Kentaro Watanabe fight, you know, out in Guam. I think that was like my breakthrough fight, because prior to that I fought in Manila, and I think that was my second fight at flyweight, and I had a hard cut, and we went the distance, and in a way it was like good, you know, because I got to fill out those rounds. But yeah, after that I told them on the mic, I said I'm gonna go home, back to the drawing boards. I'm gonna figure out something, you know, like I'm gonna improve. And you know, I started strength training with my buddy Jojo Dixon with the functional strength, you know. So I started adding four more sessions into all of my training. But anyways, like yeah, I had a like solid like maybe 8 to 10 week camp, you know, strength training, and it just brought a different confidence. It just, and I went in there just calm and just kind of putting my punches out there, and dude, I clipped him with a hook, and he went out, man. He hit the canvas. His lip was split open, man. It was just a crazy adrenaline rush. And, man, my corner man his jaw was on the ground. He's just like, dude, man, that guy smacked the ground so hard. Like, but, yeah, I would say, like, you know, try and locate that fight. You know, you can kind of see that animal in me from that fight. And then, yeah, man, after that, I mean, it's not kill or be killed, man. It's kill for me. I'm going in there to kill you, to take you out, man. It's me. It's you. It can't be me, you know.
Yeah, for real. Like you after that fight, even before that fight, the list is long. The finishes are many. So it's exciting to see you coming up. Now, July 10th, week 4 of Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, you're going to face Jordan Espinosa in a flyweight bout. Now, Jordan Espinosa, he fought on last season's Contender Series. He won, but he didn't get signed. Do you think he has more pressure than you do?
I don't really know, man. He did have an impressive finish. I think he caught the guy, with a head kick. I think maybe the knee kind of caught him.
Mm.
He jumped on. I think it was like 83 seconds or something, just a little more than a minute. Choked him out. Maybe, man. Maybe that pressure's on him that he got to shine again. But I'm not really worried about Jordan. Like I know at this level everybody's training hard, and it's going to be tough fights. But man, I'm just excited, man. I'm not really worried too much on like what he's thinking about, what he can do. I'm just focused on like the perfect story, man, and what I'm gonna paint during that night. What kind of finished product we're gonna have, man. I can't wait to solve this puzzle, man.
You are going in there with, so much momentum, man. Like, you have 4 knockouts in a row, 7 wins in a row. Mentally, where are you right now? Are you just, your confidence so high?
My confidence is ever growing, man. Like, the more, I dedicate, the more consistent I am. Like, I've been living this, man. I'm in great shape right now. I could fight if I had to now. I mean, I live this now. So, like, yeah, the confidence is definitely up, but I always remain humble. I always remain open to learning. I always know that, my opponent's working hard. So I try to make sure I work harder. Anything can happen in a fight, but at the end of the day, your feet got to outweigh your fear, So that's where I stand. And I just have belief in my training partners, my coaches, the system, my journey. And like, I believe that this is my destiny, man. The belief, like, man, the confidence is growing, but like, of course you're gonna have your nerves before the fight and whatnot, and once in a while you're gonna think about things, but that's what keeps me alert, that's what keeps me sharp, and that's what's gonna pull me through and give the fans and everybody like what they want to see, man. It's gonna be a excellent finish, man. I'm going for the finish, whether I knock him out or I submit him or I make him quit.
How do you think Jordan stacks up against your previous 7 opponents?
It's hard to say, man, because I a lot of his fights they're a little older, so like I know everybody improves, each fight. So I try not to watch, I try to see a little bit of how the guy moves and whatnot, but I think I mean, he seems very athletic. He seems like very explosive. He seems to be good on the ground, and he seems to be like, wanting to throw bombs and get that takedown. But man, I mean, I don't want to say I fought anybody like him, but like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's hard to compare. Everyone's different, man. Everybody's unique in their own way, man. But like, my style is, I'm adaptable, man. Like, you never see me fight the same way.
I want to ask you one more question. If you win, that's 8 in a row, what do you bring? You get signed by the UFC. What do you bring to the flyweight division that they don't have right now?
Man, I bring style. I bring good looks. I bring, a good story, man. I come from a little island, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Maui. I bring height. I bring angles. I bring the range. I bring just like an adaptive style, man. I bring everything to that flyweight division, man. I bring the hype back to that division, man. Like, yeah, man. Without like trying to be like Brucey said, if I told you I was good, you think I'm boastful. If I told you I wasn't good, you think I'm lying. So yeah, man, you just gotta wait and see. But I definitely bring some spice to that division. You sign me, All
right, July 10th, week 4 of Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. Rilley Dutro is going to face Jordan Espinosa. I'm excited for this fight because I've been watching you for so many years now. I know what you're capable of. So good luck to you, man, and I'll definitely be talking to you afterwards.
John, I really appreciate you taking the time to, hit me up in Maui and interview me and, hear what I got to say. I appreciate the support and the following. And, Yeah, God bless you, man. And I hope the fans and everybody is ready for the storm because it's coming. Las Vegas, July 10. I'm coming for you, Jordan.